Hey guys, and welcome to Facebook. Ooh, it's all fuzzy. Hold on. Hey guys, and welcome to Face of Fiction. My name is Melissa, and today we are going to be doing a book review. So, last time I talked about books, I mentioned that I was pulling out two from the stack, which was Heartless by Marissa Meyer and Daisy Faye and the Miracle Man by Fannie Flagg. I can tell you that this review is neither of those books. I was out of town last weekend and I brought my Kindle, so I was just like pulling up stuff on my Kindle, and a book that I really wanted to read but hadn't read yet was on there, and that was The Kiss Thief by Shen, or LJ Shen. Is it LJ Shen? I always call her Lee because, you know, I follow her on Facebook and she's there on Lee, so basically, and I also, every time I think of The Kiss Thief, I think of TKT, because for a long time that's how that was referenced, was TKT. Hold on, let me get some coffee. I'm only on my first cup, so this is my second. I need it. I need the caffeine. So let me look at my list, because obviously I want to put it on my 2019 reading challenge, but I didn't really anticipate reading it so soon. I could do recommended by friends, because everyone that I follow read this book and loved it. So I think that that's what I'm going to do. None of my friends in real life read, so okay. So The Kiss Thief, when I first read like the summary of what it was, I kept thinking like it was a girl that was embroiled in a I love him but I love him, and it was like a back and forth, like her lifestyle changed depending on who she was with. And I don't know how I got to that particular assumption, but that's not exactly what this story is about. So this story happens to be about a little Italian princess named Francesca, and her father is in charge of basically a mafia type organization in the area that she lives in. And you know, I'm Italian, so like this part makes sense to me. The family was very much about her marrying an Italian, and there was someone that she loved, and you know, she had this relationship with them pretty much all her life, and she pretty much expected to marry him. It was going to be a safe, comfortable kind of thing, when in steps in this hotshot senator that sees her and basically decides that he wants her, and that senator's name is Wolf. And there is a lot of behind the scenes, because obviously as a senator, his duty is to clean up crime, and her dad is the head of a mafia organization. So Wolf has something over her father that helps him maneuver to get her to him. And Francesca is heartbroken because she has loved, what is his name? Is it Alfonso? Anthony? It's something with an A. Obviously he didn't make an impression. I was totally Team Wolf from like the get-go. That's why I was so disappointed when I was like, oh, she's got to pick between these two. Like there's no choice. Like she needs to pick Wolf. But it's really not that. So basically she's swept up and she's kept captive in Wolf's mansion. It's very Beauty and the Beast-esque. Like if you like fairy tales, you're gonna kind of feel that. And I don't think that if you're like looking at it that way, you're not gonna really pick up on that. But if you're really thinking about it, you're like, oh wait, he swept her up, he's keeping her captive, and he has his own burdens and his scars, And Francesca does too at this point, because, you know, everyone has let her down. You know, she is stuck at the beckon of Wolf. She's trying to make the best of a situation, and he's basically advising her, you know, it's not about you, it's about your father. Let's just try to make this as best as possible. So you start to see how things start opening up, and you start to see how she begins to fall for Wolf. And it's a very push and pull, because there are things that she sees glimpses of that change her mind, that maybe Wolf's not being, what's the word? He's not being honest with her. And then he is skeptical of her because of who her family is. You know, he expects her to be this type of person, not to mention he has his own scars where everyone has let him down. So it's very broken meets broken, and they try to form a relationship. So they're just the build up and the craziness. It's just such a good book. Like, I really, really enjoyed it. Like, I know she mentioned somewhere that it was like a time period piece, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't really see that. Like, I felt like it could work, because if you know anything about an Italian family, history and tradition is like, they don't play. Like, we do not play on these things. So I can kind of see it, and I'm sure these organizations still are alive today. I can't imagine that things have been eradicated. I mean, there's always going to be that criminal element to things. So I liked the push and pull between Wolf and Francesca. Wolf, whew, I thought no one was going to top Cillian, who is in Dirty Headlines. I was wrong. Wolf topped him. I'm gonna have to order this book because I really enjoyed it. It needs to go on my favorite shelf. I really could see myself in Francesca, because she wanted more for her life. She wanted to be independent. She wanted to go to school. She didn't want to live the lifestyle that was set out for her by her family. And Wolf basically gave her that door opening, like, come with me. I will do what you need. I will help you, because not only is it going to piss off your dad, which is going to make me happy, but it makes our living arrangement a little bit easier if you have your own life. So it's such a good book. If you have not read it, I would definitely recommend that you drop everything and pick it up, especially if you're looking for a good romance. And LJ Shen knows how to do a good romance. I'm really looking forward to the Saints of Sinners kids books. I think the first one is going to be Daria, I think. It's Daria, Vaughn, Knight, and Luna, correct? I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, so there's some twists and turns, and there was one that I did not see coming that had to do with Wolf and his family, and I was like, wait a second, why did I not see that? So that was kind of fun. The only thing that I will criticize in this book is I did not like the ending. And it's not that I didn't like the ending, I literally did not like the way it ended. And I don't want to say very much because I feel like it's going to be a spoiler, but if you know anything about politics, it's kind of like you expect that. You expect if someone's moving up in politics that that's going to happen. I'm just so over that whole, like, I don't know, I'm just over the politicians and romances with politicians. Like, does that make sense? That's a personal preference with me. It has nothing to do with how it's wrote or anything like that, because like I said, LJ Shen, this was this was awesome. This was effing awesome. I would buy this book for my best friend and push it on her and make her read it, just so I had someone to like squeal with about. But I just, for me, it was like eh. But it would, you know, kind of leave up some good storylines to pick up from if she ever wanted to continue the series, because obviously, you know, Wolf's kids are going to be in that type of life. Maybe she could pick up from the kids, who knows. So that is just my opinion. Overall, The Kiss Thief is amazing. If you haven't read it, you should read it. I should have read it when it came out, but I was too busy trying to get like this book challenge done, and I knew that it would consume my life, and it did for about 48 hours, because that's how long it took me to read it. Wolf is amazing. Francesca is one of my favorite heroines so far. So yeah, read it, love it, tell me all about it, tell me if you've read it. LJ Shen also has many other books that if you like that one, you're probably gonna like this one. So definitely check her out. And if you know, I don't know what I was gonna say. I'm so tired. So that is it. This is obviously not sponsored, not affiliated. Bought this book with my own money. No bullcrap. So thanks for watching, guys.